Previously on the bottom line with Booth.
The way she behaved after she got off from work. I don't want to hear shit when I get off from work. I don't want to hear no noise, don't ask me no questions. Don't even call me after I get off from work. I couldn't imagine coming home to two badass kids talking about what we finna eat after I got off from work. I just couldn't imagine it. I just got off from work today and I want nothing more to come home to a quiet house. I don't even want nobody to say, how was your day at work? My mom used to hide in the car when she got off from work and just listen to music. I used to be like, why is she doing that? I just got out of the car. I've been in there for 30 minutes trying to conjure up the energy and the mic to go in the house. Like, I'm tired. Don't come fuck with me after I got off from work.
You know, I was listening to another YouTuber commentary earlier. It was basically 3 black females that had. Make sure you get caught up on all previous vlogs where I dive into real life, the mental health crisis that's going on within the black community, bringing forward current real crisis that families, communities are plagued with and no one is addressing. We have to educate ourselves in order to get well. And I also share my life the best that I can and give you my insight and my realities, like so many that live like me, middle-aged, single, living this life. And guess what? We can be happy and healthy because self-love is real love. So let's dive in today and see what's going on. Appreciate you being here. Much love. I was just laying here thinking about my father and what people don't tell you, definitely in the black community. We don't talk about death enough. I know when I lost my father, a piece of my soul journeyed on with him. I call them key players in your life. You know, when you start losing very important people, it changes your experience. It changes how you navigate in the world because a part of what you used to do or how you used to engage is no longer there. I was in my early 30s when I lost my father. Way too early in my life. Emotionally, I went through a depression. I don't even know all the things I went through, but it changed me. Mental health is so important. We have to better prepare our family members and ourselves for the times in life where you're emotionally unstable or challenged or weak or sick. That's how you get through it, by being honest and talking about it and preparing and understanding with knowledge and tools that these will happen. Differently but collectively, we will all experience many of these things. None of it is crazy. It's life. You know, it's not popular to tell the truth. A lot of times when you tell the truth, people get offended and they don't want nothing to do with you. I tell the truth because the truth is the key to where you need to be. The truth has a lot of healing. It's your remedy. I don't tell the truth about my experiences within the African American community to degrade us or be negative. I tell the truth because it is the path that you must go in order to grow. If you're not willing to hear that, then me and my message isn't for you. One day, we all got to deal with the truth, whether you want to or not. So how do we navigate? By looking at our reality.
Make my haters mad, give them something to talk about. Take a bit from South of France, push up at the Waffle House. Murder on the gotta make my...
That's our dollars. Okay. I ain't even done fucking check. It's okay. It really soft.
He about to go viral. Look at that shit. Hey, yo.
You hear that music? That's our dollars. Okay. I ain't even done fucking check.
Clearly, this is disturbing. The whole focus is her BBL, which brings about another conversation about how we are just throwing all kind of money and going wherever we can to get these enhancements. Self-love is real. No enhancements can make you feel better. It starts inside of your body and your mind.
Y'all come on in. Let me wait till a few more people, till some people get on here.
This lady's case out of Tampa is quite disturbing. She's about to tell you her experience trying to get veneers in the underground. I ain't never been nowhere trying to get something that is dealing with my health or my wellness on the discount. Some things is worth the money. Check it out.
Yeah, y'all come on in, share it, tag everybody, share. Bring some people in here, because I'm going to tell what's going on. I done been on IG telling it, so let me come on Facebook and tell it. Yeah, you won't get away. So y'all, I'm gonna wait till some more people come on here, because this is a mess. We got to do better as a business people. We really do. I'm gonna wait till some more people get on here, because they been inboxing me, asking me what's going on. So I'm just gonna put it on Facebook, and then they can go back and look at the story, and everybody will know. So let me wait till some people get on here. A lot of people ain't friends on me.
And this is why I also tell y'all, don't be listening to these people on social media. They be out here trying to keep up with the Joneses or get all this stuff that they can't afford. And you got people scheming them upside down looking like you. Don't trust nobody. Trust documentation and skill set.
Temple. I'm gonna make sure of it. You won't put another fake veneer, do another dental cosmetic here in Tampa. You won't do it. No, you won't. And I got facts and receipts and everything. So let me let some people come in, because they've been inboxing me and texting me, and I got time right now. I got time today. This bull crap gotta stop, for real. Don't put these veneers on my mouth. I got a whole infection in my mouth, and you talking about you ain't gonna run me my money? Okay, facts. You might don't run me my money, but you won't make another dime here. I'm going to be at your office. Every time you open that office, I'm going to be sitting out there. I'm going to have the news people out there. Baby, I'm going to have the consumer protection out there. I'm going to have the investigation out there. You won't make another dime in Tampa.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, there is this new thing, like how people were losing their lives several years back, giving people BBL jobs in their basement. I guess the new thing is because everybody wants pretty teeth. Fake technicians doing veneer installations that are not qualified and are harming people. At some point, I will find this other video and put it in here about several women got AIDS from people messing in their mouths.
She go by the Veneer Fairy, the with THEE. I reached out to her about 2 months ago and told her I wanted to get a service from her. Would she provide veneers? I guess that's her specialty. She was licensed in or whatever. So I went there for a consultation. She told me at the consultation that I would need a partial and that it was going to be $3,500. So I gave her half that day. She took my impressions and she said when the impressions came back that I could come back to her office and get the impressions on back. So fast forward to Wednesday. I get there Wednesday for my appointment. She give me the impressions. I try them on. I tell her immediately, these things is too big. I don't know what you need to do, but they need to be shaved down. They need to be adjusted. They need to be something. They too big in my mouth. Something need to happen. So she tells me that they got to be shaved down. I'm like, bet. She was like, but she didn't really have the tool, but she was going to try her best to shave them down. Red flag number 1. So I'm like, okay, as long as you shave them down, that's cool. So in the course of her causing herself supposedly fake shaving them down, this dude comes in her office. Mind you, I ain't even started getting my teeth fixed or nothing. A dude come in her office and she asked me, do you got the remaining balance? Because I need to give him some money and I wasn't able to go to the bank. So I'm already looking weird, like, you ain't even started on my teeth. And you asking me for the, matter of fact, I had gave her $2,000. She was asking me for $1,500. That's what was owed on the balance. So I was like, okay, cool. So she get the envelope. She give it to the dude. I don't know who he was. I guess he was her boyfriend. This is the scam that they running. She give it to the dude. He take the money. He sit there. She tell him to count the money before he leave. He count the money. She was like, this only $1,000. I said, yeah, I cashed out you $500. So she was like, okay, bet, that's cool. So he count the money. And this before you even start putting the utensils in my mouth. He count the money. He tell her how much it is. And then he leave out the door. At first, I ain't peep game because I'm like, okay, I'm finna get my teeth done. So what she do with her money is her business. So bet, she calls herself shaving them down. Then she immediately start putting the veneers. She start doing the veneers and putting the partials in my mouth. So while she putting them in, she sit me back up because she got me leaning to like a dentist chair. She sit me back up. She say, it's going down. She sit me back up and say, I just want to tell you that it's a possibility that glue might get on your partials and they might get stuck in your mouth. Now, at that point, I didn't know that partials was supposed to come in and out. I just found out that they wasn't even supposed to be glued in your mouth. That it's supposed to be something like if you get an implant, the partial's supposed to be able to come back so you can get your implant. So when she tell me that, I tell her, okay, but you're going to have to shave these down because I can't talk. She was like, okay, I'm going to figure something out. So she go back to doing what she doing. By this time, mind you, I didn't get to her office till 5 o'clock. I got there like 5:15 p.m. Wednesday. So by this time, like I said, she set me up like she was like nervous, like they going to be stuck in your mouth. And I'm like, are you going to be able to shave them down? So she still went over the fact of shaving them down. She was like, I'm going to do something, and all you got to do is adjust to them because they knew. Me not thinking, trusting her, I'm like, okay. So then, like 8:30, no, like 9 o'clock, 9:15 roll around, she's still working on my teeth. The dude called her. He like, what you doing? You still there? She's like, yeah, I'm still here. But I'm so hungry. Before this happened, she kept saying, oh, I'm so hungry.
Listen, I got hungry too. So I went and got me a salad. Let's continue.
Oh my God, I'm about to faint. Oh my Lord, if I don't get nothing to eat, I'm going to pass out. You doing all this while you doing my teeth. Oh, I ain't ate all day. Oh my God, I'm just about to die. At that point, I felt like she was trying to rush. At that time, I felt like she was trying to rush on me. But I didn't say that because I didn't see the actual work because I was leaning back in this chair. So she like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I ain't ate all day. I'm about to faint. The dude called her. It's like 9:25. He like, oh, I'm finna go to Longhorn. How long it's gonna be? Because they close at 10 o'clock. She tells him, oh, I'm finna hurry up on her.
We can't make this stuff up.
So I can meet you there before they close. So I'm like, you finna hurry up. But at that time, I was like, okay, if you almost done, let me see. So she set me up. She was like, we done. I'm finished with you. So she takes some pictures. I'm like, oh, these things feel funny. I can't, at that point, I was talking so weird. I'm going to post the video when I get done so y'all can see how I was talking. I was like, oh, these things feel so weird. They so bulky. Like, I can't even close my mouth. She was like, oh, boo, you just got to get used to them. You got to get used to them. So we took a little selfie or whatever. I ain't going to lie. They did look good. They looked okay.
I had to get a couple caps in my life. And my dentist has always shaved them down. You have to do the bite plate. Make sure that it feels natural in your mouth. I ain't never left the dentist without them kind of issues. But then, well, I was at the dentist. Keyword, dentist.
But they didn't feel good. So I was like, okay, let me give her the benefit of the doubt because she the professionalist dealing whatever she supposed to do. So I leave her. 12 o'clock at night. My mouth go to hurting so bad, y'all. Like I'm in tears. I'm taking hydrocodone. I'm like, oh my God, something going on. But of course I didn't call her at 12 o'clock because I'm like, it's nothing that she gonna be able to do. I know the office ain't open.
Listen, some things you take for granted because you think others know. But what I have come to understand is some things people just don't know. Dentist office, anytime you get major work done, they have an emergency line that you can call 24 hours after you have gotten major work done. So if you are not in connection with that kind of service, then you are in the wrong establishment. Again, these are examples of self-reflection. Sometimes we have to just pause for a second and look at life and where you're at, where your finances at, where you're at emotionally. We have become so conditioned and consumed so quickly to live our lives based off of society expectations, and many times it's dangerous. Slow and steady. Life ain't a sprint, marathon, so you can live.
But as soon as 8 o'clock came, I text her phone. I say, listen, these things got to come out of my mouth. I've been up all night. I haven't been able to drink. I wasn't even able to drink a smoothie. I said, it feel like my mouth is inflamed. I don't know what's going on, but these partials got to come out of my mouth. She tells me, I'm going to see what I could do because I got a doctor's appointment. I'm going to see if I can make it over there. I told her, I don't care if you got a doctor's appointment. I got to get these things out of my mouth. I'm like 2 seconds from going to the emergency room. She tells me, okay, well, meet me at 10 o'clock. I was already in the parking lot before she even got there. I'm getting her shut down. So anyway, she was like, meet me at the office. I'm going to be there at 10 o'clock. When she get there, I'm already out. I'm outside of my car waiting because I'm like, these things hurting. My sister had to drive me over there because I took so much pain medication. She didn't want me to go by myself. So we get to her office. She began to try to drill these things off my teeth. She like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. They stuck on your mouth.
They what?
So she drilling, and I'm pulling them. She never numbed me up. I'm pulling these things like, get these things out my mouth.
Now, you know she left there traumatized. She said her mouth wasn't even numb. The average person has a natural fear of the dentist. She was going crazy. I've only had a toothache once in my life, and that's been in recent years. A toothache will drive you crazy. Anything dealing with your mouth will make you flip out. She was losing her mind. Chick didn't numb her or nothing. Can you imagine that?
It took her an hour. She drilled these things for an hour. Finally, she say, before that happened, let me back up. Before that happened, she say, you might have to go to the ER because I think I'm going to pull your real teeth out if I keep pulling them like that. I told her, one point my sister said, stop pulling the teeth because you're going to pull your real teeth out. At that point, I was in so much pain. I was like, I don't care. I screamed. I'm over it. When she did that, I said, let me stand up and see if I can pull it myself out. Let me try to pull it out myself. So she got this little mirror and a sink in her office. So I stand up over the sink. I'm like, let me try to do it myself. Because sometimes you can put pain on yourself better than somebody else can. I say, this is going to be my final attempt to try to get these partials out. I say, if I can't get them out, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. At this time, I wasn't even talking because they were dangling. They was halfway out, but they was stuck on my real teeth. They was dangling like she had put some super glue on there. I don't know what type of glue she used.
Lord have mercy. I remember I was talking to my hygienist a couple years back about veneers, and they gave me honest feedback. Sometimes, you know, it's good to get involved or deal with people that are very objective. They told me they never did recommend them. They said, always preserve your own teeth if you can. And one of the things that I didn't know about veneers, it's not just like one and done. You know, you have to go back and get a new set after like 10, 15 years. They only last for so long. But anyway, my dentist and hygienist suggested against it, and thank God I followed them. I even got some Invisaligns, but I don't wear them. Can you imagine what I would do with some veneers? But anyway, emotionally, healthy people don't let people give them injections in basements and don't get major work done with people with just certificates. I'm just saying. I ain't talking about us. I'm educating us. So don't come for me. I'm trying to help thee.
So I'm standing in the mirror. I take my hand and I'm like, count, and I pull them out. When I pull them out, she like, oh my God, let me see. She's so nervous. I was nervous. My sister looking like, I don't know if she done pull her teeth out. What done happened? So at this time, she like, oh my God, I'm so glad you got them out. I was so nervous that you was gonna pull your teeth out. Oh my God, oh my God. So at this time, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm still in pain. You just don't pull at that point, I didn't know whether my real teeth was gone or what. Because at that point, she was like, it looks like what I'm going to have to do is get somebody else to shave them down. And then you could come back and I'll put them in your mouth. And this time I won't glue them in. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go. I don't even want you to touch my mouth. So when I get down the road, I'm still feeling like my mouth is sore and inflamed. Find out I got an infection, an abscess on both sides of my mouth, a whole infection going on. I text her and I tell her, I'm not going to be able to come. That same day. I left her office maybe about 3:45 because I had to pick my daughter up from school. I leave her office. I text her at 4:30. I said, I'm going to the emergency room. I'm not coming back to you. I'm not going to be able to come back. I don't want you touching my mouth. I said, after the pain that I just went through, you didn't even have the proper tool to take them out, and you didn't even shave these things down. Y'all should have seen how bumped these portions was. Like the whole grill part was making me gag. It felt like it was going in my throat because she's supposed to cut it out or shave. I don't know what they supposed to do to them. I'm not the specialist, she is. So I tell her, I'm not going to be able to come back. Girl, I got an infection in my mouth. You just put me through all that pain. I'm not coming back to get them. I don't want you touching me. And I got 8 veneers that I got to find somebody to take them out. My dentist probably won't even take them out. I got an appointment with them on Monday because it's going to be a liability issue. But I still got to get these veneers out my mouth. So I text her and tell her, babe, I'm not coming back. What can we do? And I'm going to put the text messages on here. They on IG. I say, what can we do about a reimbursement? I say, your customer service skills was good. I'm not going to deny that. But your product sucked. You gave me an infection. I don't want the product. You got the partials. I got half of the veneers was popping off. As she was pulling them out my mouth, the veneers was just popping off my teeth on the top. They was popping out. So I don't even want to go through that. What can we do about a reimbursement? She didn't respond. So I called her. I said, being in business, I done been in business for over 8 years. I said, being in business, when one of your customers reach out to you and you know that it was an issue because I was in your office less than 7 hours. I had these teeth I had these veneers and partials in my mouth less than 8 hours. 8 hours. I came to your office. I asked her, what can we do about a reimbursement? She did not want to respond, so I called her. I said, I know you got my text. What can we do about a reimbursement? I said, at this point, you could give me half my money. I didn't even ask for it all. I said, because you did have good customer service and you did try to get them out, but you was unsuccessful. You didn't have the tools that you needed to get them out.
I come out here to tell the truth and to shine a light so we can be critical thinkers, problem solve, be more intentional. Didn't even have the tools. Have you shared my content yet? I'm just asking.
I had to pull my teeth out with these things. Like, what can we do about a reimbursement? Because at this point, I got to hire a dentist. I got to pay for my antibiotic. Like, I done got too many bills in less than 24 hours. What can we do? She said, let me call you back. I got to figure something out. So I said, back. That's fine. 12 o'clock. Mind you, that was like 8 or 9 o'clock the next day. 12 o'clock roll around. She hadn't responded. When I was getting ready to call her, she texted me. And she said, due to you signing a consent form, it's nothing that I could do about that. The only solution that I have, she said, the only solution that I have for you at this point is to get them shaved down and we try it again. Why would I let you put these things in my mouth when I got an infection? Why would I let you take me back through that when we just went through this pain? I said, that's not an option for me. I understand that you got policies, but that's not an option. You caused me to have an infection. I don't want you putting your tools, your hands, your super glue. I don't want none of that in my mouth. So that's not going to work. She tells me, well, she has tried numerous times to offer me a chance to come back to her office, and I have refused. So at this point, have a blessed day. You going to have, girl, I gave you $3,500. I only asked you for half, and you couldn't accommodate me with that. So that's why I came to social media, because everybody need to know. I found out she was not licensed. I got the text messages. When I went to posting about her, people went to inboxing me. They said this girl was in Baltimore doing teeth, and she messed up people in Baltimore and came down here with the foolishness. Girl, you ain't gonna get away with that in Tampa. Trust me, we gonna get you shut down. I'm gonna tell everybody about you. I'm gonna post you all over social media. I'm gonna be standing at your office. If anybody going there, I'm gonna tell them about the experience. I'm gonna show them the hospital papers. I'm gonna have my dentist papers to show them. Like, girl, you caused this foolishness. You did that. I wouldn't let you touch my mouth, my children mouth, nobody's mouth, my friend, Facebook friends, nobody.
Anyway, you get the gist of the story, and I'm hoping that everything end up working out. But I want you to really take time and know that you are enough as you are. So many people out here throwing all kind of dollars trying to fix or change them. Sometimes what needs fixing is just mentally. Invest that money in therapy. Invest that money in a sabbatical where you just go on a vacation and release and just be quiet with nature. Go to church. Go to God in prayer. But throwing money at your body is not going to change your reality and your happiness. You might think that it will, but it is only temporary, and it's a lot that come with that. Getting real and healing is a mindset. I just want the best for all of us. If you have not shared this content, I ask that you do. This lady's story is not unique. It's one of many.
What it says are the first known cases of HIV transmitted by so-called vampire facial injections. Have you heard about this? The agency is detailing 3 cases where women ended up being diagnosed with the virus, most likely after getting the treatment at an unlicensed spa in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The first case came up in 2018. Then another woman tested positive for HIV a year later, and a third case just last year. In a joint investigation by the CDC and New Mexico's health officials, investigators say they found a rack of unlabeled tubes of blood on a kitchen counter and in the fridge at the spa next to food and injectable anesthetics. They also allegedly found unwrapped needles in drawers, on counters, and in the trash can. Investigators say dozens of clients may have been exposed.
I stand corrected. It was facial injections and not dental, but same scenario. Ultimately, bad consequences as the end result. You get the gist of the situation. Again, be aware, be diligent, and focus more on self-love, self-care. And you'll last longer when you focus your attention there, because it starts within and it really will display outwardly, positively. I'm wishing you the best, my friend. I really am.